Hello everybody, this is Yoko Cinema Reactions, and I'm going to try and get this out quick because the plumber is here and I don't know how loud this is going to get. So I'm going to... I really wish I could edit this out. I really do. Because if I could, I'd edit out my nephews, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't know if I can with my editing software, so... yeah. Anyway. This is going to be my review for the Eminence and Shadow episode 4, I think? Yeah, episode 4. Okay. Yeah. The princess was obviously kidnapped last episode, and they're blaming Sid for it, because he was the last one to see her, and is the boyfriend, and thus will be the primary suspect. Though they obviously aren't blaming the jilted fiance at this point either, because that could be a suspect. I mean, it would make sense. But then again, Sid was the last one to see her alive, and the conductor was too. Anyway, we cut to where she is, and she is being held in a cell, strapped to a table, and in the next cell next to her, we see a creature that looks like a devil. It looks essentially like what I think it is, essentially, from what I've gathered from the episode, is one of those blobby creatures that was edited through magic or something. Or who was, I don't remember exactly what I was thinking it was, but that's why I think it was experimented on through the Cult of Diablos, is what I thought it was, and they somehow made it get this form, is what I think it is. Something like that. If I'm wrong, let me know, please. And it's, not saying anything. And she's just sitting there, not freaking out, acting like this is just another day. Acting like nothing's wrong. I'm like, how are you not even panicking in your own head? Or at least trying to assess, how am I going to get out of here? Because I would have at least tried to figure out, what the fuck is that thing over there? Because, I mean, that would have been my first question. Actually, that would have been my second question. The first question would have been, where am I? But, yeah, she doesn't have time to figure that out because some guy comes in and is... I think this guy's kind of lost his marbles at this point, because this guy is muttering about blood to himself, royal blood, I might add, and he starts to proceed to draw her blood because, you know, she's got royal blood apparently, and what they need apparently is royal blood for their experiments. And like I said, she is just not freaking out, not getting mad, not just having a normal conversation with this guy. Well, then again, she probably knows that this guy could flip out on her and do God knows what. Then again, he apparently needs her blood, so he obviously needs her alive. Because who knows how long whatever experiments they're planning to do are going to last. And, I mean, they could last like a month. And there's only so long you can get blood from viable blood from a corpse, for example. So they have to keep her alive. And I have no idea if she's even planning anything in her head during this time, but while this is going on, the Knights are beating the crap out of Sid, trying to get information out of him, and obviously he has none because he doesn't know what's going on, or where she is, or who kidnapped her, or anything. And he's trying to outdo them at being a background character and is begging for his life, even though he can essentially regenerate at this point, I guess. Or, heal easily. And they eventually, I guess, let him go after, I guess, not getting anything out of him. Or determining that maybe he doesn't know anything. But they're obviously going to send people out to follow him and make sure that maybe he's not telling us anything, but maybe he does know something. Which, I mean, fair enough. Because, I mean, in this kind of situation, if the person you're suspecting isn't talking, and you have no other leads, your best option is to let the person go and keep a close eye on them, and maybe they might, just maybe they might lead you to something that could lead you to where the, the victim is, However, they end up getting attacked by, obviously, dang it, who was it? It was one of the Shadow Garden. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, he gets back home, in his dorm room anyway, and he ends up getting met up with by, I think it was Alpha. And, she's letting him know what's going on, and that everybody else is meeting up, and that they're going to go after the facilities, in the area, because apparently there's a bunch of them in the city, and some of the knights are involved. So there is corruption within the Royal Knights. Shocker! Who didn't see that coming? Or rather, who did see that coming? I did! Because, I mean, who doesn't see that coming? There is going to be corruption in that sort of situation. But apparently, I'm guessing that her sister had no clue about this, because from what I've seen in the episode, she doesn't know. And obviously, everybody is wary of Sid, because, well, they know he got arrested for the disappearance of the princess. And, after a while, the guy doing the blood drawing is, like I said, getting more and more unhinged, it seems, as I guess the experiments aren't going the way he wants with the blood. And he realizes he's forgetting to feed her. So he's, I'm guessing, force-feeding her gruel? Or oatmeal, or whatever the freak it is. I don't know, something. And thus, at some point, they launched their counterattack and start attacking the facilities around the city to try and find her. And I guess the point where the guy who's doing, like I said, the mad scientist guy, he decides enough is enough, I'm going to see what this thing can do, and he takes whatever he decided to make, the prototype, and injects that creature that I mentioned that she had somehow, she was nice to, essentially, and that he was mean to, he was hitting and everything, and made it grow big, and essentially told it to go on a rampage. And I think it killed him, or attacked him or something, and freed her from her bondage, and before leaving and going on a rampage. And she manages to get out and starts making her way out. However, guess who she ends up running into? If you guess her jilted fiancé, ding ding ding! You win a virtual cookie. Yeah. He was involved in this. And I'm guessing he was, one of the head honchos in this little project. Or, one of the many projects, I guess. Oh, and, I think that, the monster, or whatever that just went on the rampage, I think that was the daughter of that guy that was trying to do those experiments in, I think, the last episode? Not last episode, the episode before that, I'm sorry, episode 2. Episode 2 is what I'm talking about. The one that ended up, I guess, turning into another blobby or something. Yeah, I think that's the same person, essentially. I think that's his daughter. So we know what happened to her. She got turned into a demon monster thingy, whatever. Let me know what all this is in the comments. Anyway, she's trying to fend this guy off so she can get out of there, and, obviously, he's a lot better than her. But guess who shows up? Shadow. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guess who's gonna die? If you guess the jilted fiancé, you win another virtual cookie. 'Cause you know that Shadow isn't, unlike Sid, Shadow is not going to pull his punches. Hang on, let me just make sure that I am getting all the information for this episode, because I don't remember if what happens next is in this episode or in episode 5. Because like I said, I don't want to miss anything. Episodes. No, not the light novel. I'm looking for the episodes. Yeah, the anime. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. What I'm thinking of is in episode 5. Alright. Okay, this should go up either Thursday or Friday. Not sure. So, I hope you guys are excited for more. And I will see you guys in the next one.